So let's start on chapter 3, alkenes and alkynes. So an alkene is a hydrocarbon that has carbon-carbon double bonds, one or more. The general formula is going to be CnH2n. So this has two fewer hydrogens than an alkane. An alkyne is going to have at least one triple bond. And if it has one triple bond, the formula will be CnH2n minus 2. So two fewer hydrogens than an alkene. And we say that these are unsaturated because they have fewer hydrogens than an alkane does. An alkane is a saturated hydrocarbon. If you think about a sponge that's saturated with water, you can't put any more water in, right? It's full of water. A saturated hydrocarbon is full of hydrogen. It has as much hydrogen as it can hold. An unsaturated hydrocarbon, you can put more hydrogen in. And we'll see how that works. We can make alkanes from alkenes or alkynes by adding hydrogen. So here's an alkene. There's a double bond between two of the carbons. If we add hydrogen to that and put a hydrogen in here and a hydrogen in here, we can break the double bond and we can make an alkane. So putting more hydrogen in. This is unsaturated. This is saturated, full of hydrogens. An alkyne has a triple bond. You can break two of the bonds in that triple bond and put hydrogens in there and end up with an alkane. You can have compounds with more than one double bond. So if it has two double bonds, it's an alkadiene, or often we just call it diene. So ene is the suffix that means double bond. Di is a prefix that means two. So diene means two double bonds. There's lots of combinations of multiple double and triple bonds. You can have trienes, you could have tetraenes, 4 triple bonds. Usually we only use these sorts of terms for ones that just have a couple of double or triple bonds. When we have, multiple bonds, more than one multiple bond, we can divide these types of molecules into more categories. Cumulated, which is actually a term that I don't remember ever seeing before. Cumulated means that the double bonds are right next to each other. So here's an example of that, where the carbons with the double bonds are right next to each other. They call that cumulated. Conjugated means that the multiple bonds alternate with single bonds. So if we look down here, we have double, single, triple. Double, single, double. That's a conjugated compound. And we'll find out later that those have some significant differences in what happens with the electrons, those conjugated compounds. And then non-conjugated means that those multiple bonds are separated by more than one single bond. So here we've got two carbon double bonds, but there's two single bonds in between. Or two triple bonds, and there's more than one single bond in between. What I'm more concerned with is that you recognize a conjugated compound, where you have alternating double, single, double, or triple. It could be triple, single, triple, but every other one is significant. So which of these compounds have conjugated multiple bonds? The first one. Here we've got a double bond and a single bond and a double bond. So that one's conjugated. How about this one? Is that conjugated? No. Double, single, single, double. Double, single, single, double. Not conjugated. How about the last one? That one's not conjugated either. There are two double bonds in it, but they're separated by more than one single bond. So it's not conjugated. For the nomenclature, I should start a new section.